YouTube. Today I got a review for you on the Sword Peterbilt 379, and this is part 2 of my Vermeer tg7000 tub grinder review. And the reason why I didn't review the truck in the with the trailer is because I just ran out of time, and this is going to be a really quick review. So we're going to start off by having a look at the front. So the front of this truck is very nicely detailed. You have your front bumper, got the little floodlights, it says Peterbilt under there, then you have your two headlights and signal lights, you have your etched through grille, the Peterbilt logo and the Peterbilt hood ornament, and a nice nose shield. Now up here you have some windshield wipers, chrome visor, 4 horns, 5 bullet lights, and your 2 strobe lights. And the cool thing that Sword does with this model is that you can actually choose which horns you want. They give you circular ones or rectangular ones. I personally like the rectangular ones better. Then I also have them on my Peterbilt, my other 379 that came with the Nelson ramp. I also have a review up of that. Go check it out. Alright, so now we're going to go take a look under the hood. Under the hood, you have a very nicely detailed engine, as well as an etched through grille. Now, on the side of the hood is very interesting, because you have the Peterbilt logo, as well as some of the stuff, some of the Vermeer stuff. The steering, it's not too good on this model, so you can only get a very shallow lock, and they do click into place. And you have some rubber mud flaps right behind the wheel. Here's your air intake, and then you have some small lights under there. And you can't really see it, but the Peterbilt emblem is right here again. Next you have your fuel tank. Your fuel tank does have a little warning sticker on it, and it's also got some steps so the driver can get up into the cab. And here you can see the Vermeer logo, and this does come in the Vermeer livery. Then this truck does feature opening doors, and of course the mirror would fall off, because they're just a big pain in the butt. Here's the interior of your cab. And it's a pretty authentic Peterbilt interior. Now moving on to your exhaust pipes, you have your grab rails, and the exhaust pipes are metal. Next you have some reserve tanks along with a tarp, and then you can see this does have 3 rear axles. This one just so happens to be a lift axle, and I'll show you how you work that. And you have your 2 drive axles. Now moving on to the rear, on the rear of the model, you have your 2 Peterbilt branded mud flaps, your Vermeer license plate, and your backing up lights and brake and signal lights. And here you have your sliding 5th wheel, which also has a nice clip on it, so you can go clip the kingpin in. Then these fenders, the fenders are metal, which is very nice. Then you have your headache rack. I'm a real sucker for a good headache rack, because you have some small little ratchet things, loose chains, your airlines, your pogo stick, a small toolbox under the airlines. And the pogo stick is so you can go put your airlines in, but sadly on the model the pogo stick holes are a little too big. And you have the bars so the driver can see out the back of the truck. Now you'll notice this very small warning, little warning thing on the back, on the side of the frame. And then this truck does feature a little suspension, and I really do think this is an improved version of the Peterbilt that came with the Nelson ramp, because it doesn't have that big bar, like that big metal block in the hood. And It's the Peterbilt mud flaps are in red instead of just like white, like just the outline. Now this side's pretty much identical, except you have your battery box right there, and then your more reserve tanks, the Vermeer logo, your then there's the fuel tank again. So, like I said, the side's exactly the same, but it does have, this model does feature some suspension, and this suspension is quite nice. However, there's none on the front, which kind of stinks, but whatever. Alright, so now it's lift axle time. So, first thing I like to do is I just, jeez. Alright, stay. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, so I just keep my airlines in there. Like, I put it in between the fender and the reserve tanks there. You know, once you take off this cover, you will see your two tabs for it, like for the lift axle. And to do that, to get it up, you would apply some upward pressure until the tabs pop up, and you go like move them out of their holes. So you just go move them like over here or something, and then to go put it down, you could apply upward pressure, and then you just go put the tabs in the little holes. They do have some small holes like right there. So now we're just about done with this, with the review of this truck. So I hope you found this review helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about the truck, please definitely post them in the comment section, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. And you can also ask me questions about the tub grinder too if you have any with this video, and I'll get back to you with them.